I'm Howie Scarborough. I'm the CEO of Fall Protection Distributors, and we've recently written a blog about Dean Steel Building standing seam panels and fall protection equipment that's safe to use on their panels. We want to protect the roof system while also protecting the workers. So if you jump into this blog, it goes into great detail into each of the different panels, and it makes it easy to identify which panel you might be working on. You may not always know on a retrofit roof what the panel name is, but this will help you identify it. And then along this article, there's several links that say roof anchor compatibility chart. That's just going to jump you down here to the bottom of the page. And as you can see, the different panels are across the top and the different products are down the left column. So starting with the SSRA1 Seam Anchor, this is a single worker tie-off. It uses 12 non-penetrating set screws. In the standard configuration, this is a all stainless steel cup tip screw. It's going to torque to 90 inch-pounds. And this is for non-curved steel panels, primarily 22 gauge steel. Now we have a different set screw, and that anchor, it's the same anchor, but a different set screw. It's intended for 24 gauge steel, and it has a nylon bushing in the end. This is called the SSRA1 nylon tip version. Now you can have the same anchor and just have different packs of set screws and swap the set screws out. So it is the same product, just different set screws. So either of both of these are for straight, non-curved steel panels of 22 or 24 gauge steel. If you have softer panels like aluminum or zinc, we have an alternative product called a Ridge Pro we'll talk about in a minute. But for the SSRA1s, you want to use that on steel panels. Now, if you need to put 10-foot wooden walkboards on a roof, it's very easy. You take two SSRA1s, you mount them about 8 feet apart, you remove the D-rings, and you get you a pair of SSRA2 roof jack adapters. Those mount on top of the anchor bodies. They lock on with 2 bolts, and these are seam height adjustable as well as roof pitch adjustable, and that gives you a 10-foot wooden walkboard, a nice level surface for painting or doing chimney repairs. If you want to have a temporary 100-foot 2-person horizontal lifeline, you can take 2 SSRA1 anchors. You would mount those on parallel seams, remove the D-rings, and then you would drop an SSRA3 anchor plate on top. As you can see, the grooves on top of the SSRA3 anchor plate, that allows this to fit seams from 12 to 24 inches wide. So it's very versatile. It fits a ton of different panels. You would have one of those assemblies, so 2 anchors and an anchor plate on each end of a 100-foot horizontal lifeline. And that horizontal lifeline does have a line tensioner. So if you only need it to be 70 feet, you can pull the slack out with the line tensioner and shorten that line to whatever you need it to be. So that you're limited to 2 workers in that configuration, but we always recommend wherever the work area is, you would have a couple extra anchors mounted on seams just below the line. So let's say you're installing solar panels, you could have a couple extra anchors there. So when you get to the work area, you clip off the rope into a single anchor point, just mounted on the seam, and that gets you off the line so other people can use the line for traveling around. We do also, if you have a permanent, we offer a 120-foot super anchor permanent lifeline kit. This is with 5-inch riser posts. It's designed to be used on standing seam roofs. It's all non-penetrating, but it's galvanized steel cable that you're using. It's lifted up off the seams with a 5-inch riser post. It has end posts and intermediate posts, and it makes it very easy to get around the roof permanently for roofs that require a lot of maintenance and a lot of inspection. So you can check that out on our website. So if you have a softer panels, softer materials, aluminum, zinc, they don't qualify for use with the SSRA1. You can look at the Ridge Pro. You can also use the Ridge Pro on a roof. So a lot of difference. It doesn't have to be on a roof. But the Ridge Pro is very similar to like a ladder hook. So think of a ladder hook without the ladder. It's a ladder hook. It's basically a hook that mounts on the end of a 16-foot telescoping pole. So you climb a ladder, you use the pole to run it up the roof, you flip it over the peak, and you've now secured a vertical lifeline to the peak of the roof. It's already attached to your harness. So when you step from the ladder to the roof, you're already tied off. So you do your inspection, do your repair, get safely back to the ladder, you are tied off the whole time. So very versatile product, very safe to use. So if you have any questions about any of these products or any of these panels, please give us a call. Our phone number's at the top of the website. You can email us at support@fallpd.com. And this little blue circle in the bottom right corner of our website, that's our live chat. Just let us know how we can help you.